There's an Insomniac. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Daedalus, Rafines, Mohammed. Hey. I got bored and I wanted to see what is my internet 2 o'clock in the morning when everybody's in bed. Hey, James. Hey, Truck and Vapor. Wonder how my audio sounds. Hey, Great Wombatsky. Hey, Labworks. There we go. Got some people from the other side of the pond. Yeah, that's why I made sure in the title to put an early risers, because I had a feeling that a few of you over across the pond would already be up and working. I'm just an insomniac. It sounds good, Ruffines? Good. How's the video quality? That's what I'm curious about too. I set the settings to ultra low latency. I don't know if that helps the video quality or hurts the video quality. Paul. Hey, Snare One. Look at you up all late. Or early. Not sure where you live, so. Oh, wow. Oh, that's right. Australia is like 12 or 13 hours ahead. Hey, MBK Vapor. So what's everybody doing tonight or this morning or today? Thanks, James. Yeah, if I'm too loud, let me know. I don't know what Google. I'm using Google Hangouts, so I don't know what they set my volume at. So if loud, let me know. Hey, KBN. Oh, so it's not really that late for some of y'all. I'm over on the East Coast, so 2 o'clock in the morning. I should be in bed, but not gonna happen. I can't sleep. I'm looking down because I have the chat on my phone. Well, I hope you have a great day at work, MBK. Exactly, Wombat. It is overrated. I just wish I could go without it. If I could just not have to sleep, that would be perfect. You never sleep? I have to force myself to sleep. Paul. -5? Oh my gosh, we still have our daytime weather is 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. We're lucky if it falls below 70 degrees at night. Yep, exactly, Nikki B. That's probably why I'm so sick all the time. I hope you're doing better too. Same with me, Snare One. YouTube is an insomniac's best friend and worst enemy because when I start watching YouTube, I don't want to go to sleep because I want to watch everything. 4 a.m. rage builds. I was just thinking about that. I was like, I need to set up something I'm not vaping and break something out that I've not vaped in a while and build it. I've been vaping a lot of sub-ohm tanks lately. These mesh coils that they're putting in sub-ohm tanks is really good. Okay, Paul, have fun mixing. Maybe that's what I should do. I've been complaining for so long about needed to mix, and I've really been wanting to mix up some of my old recipes. That's what I should be doing when I can't sleep. Oh, I don't have any of my stuff. It's all over there in boxes. It would take me forever to pull everything out. Yeah, I ordered the Profile RDA. I ordered it from eCiggity. It was the only place that was a US store that still had them in stock. So I ordered a gunmetal Profile RDA, and I can't wait for it to get here. It will be the first mesh RDA that I'm excited to try. Have any of you guys checked out the Profile RDA? Any of you ordered it? Have it? I know it's been out, I think at least a week it's been on sites. Yep. That's where I ordered it from, because my Vapor store, Vapor DNA, my VPro, all of the stores I usually go for were all sold out. RC planes, that sounds fun. We have a small airstrip that's about 15 miles down the road from us, and they're always out there flying these really ginormous RC planes, like big RC planes. They're always out there flying them. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt too, Snare One, and I heard a lot of really positive stuff about this Profile RDA. And I saw it had something to prevent cotton collapse. I was like, okay, I will give that a try. Morning, Scott. Man, how do people do this live thing alone? It's so weird. It probably prepared with something to talk about. Hey, Douglas. Wow, I'm so happy to get to see and the people across the pond that normally when I'm online, you guys are all in bed sleeping. Yeah, it just sucks, Nikki, because my internet is at its best when everybody else is done live streaming for the bed. snare one. Shh, don't let Shayna hear that. You better not be cheating on Shayna. Oh, shoot, I don't even have batteries in this thing. We can take batteries out of real quick. This thing, I wanted to hate it, the Snow Wolf Impang, because of this big gaudy gold wolf on the back of it. But I love this mod. Like, this would be probably another mod that I really like that I'm always using with sub-ohm tanks is the Vaporesso Polar mod, just because it's really nice in the hand and it's small for my little girly hands. And if this didn't have that big gaudy wolf on the back, it probably would get as much use as my Vaporesso Polar mod. But it's just that emblem on the back, the way that it sticks out, I really don't like how it feels. But otherwise, it is a really good performing and very comfortable mod. Hey, Soundstream. Shayna doesn't have to know about us. Ruffins. He's going to tell on a snare. Oh, no. Hey, Peter. Good to see you. Exactly, James. It just reminds me of, like, you know, the women that buy like those big chunky jewelry necklaces that have like basically looks like they're carrying around a giant medallion on their chest. That's what that mod reminds me of. Like, this is something I don't want to say it, an old lady would like have hanging around her neck. But to each their own. Some people really like that. I mean, for me, it's just not my thing. But the mod itself is great. I actually, once I finished my review of it, I've already recorded the unboxing and everything. I've actually thought about trying to take something and wedge it under there and see if I can pop it off. Exactly. I want to see if I can break it off, Rafines, and see if it looks terrible underneath. I might regret it, though. I could try to epoxy it back on if it looks really bad. Exactly, Soundstream. I might still do that. I recorded my unboxing already, so I might just go ahead and do that. And then if it just looks terrible, I'll glue it back on. Snare one. Yeah, that definitely seems like a Jersey Shore type mod there. But I will say, when it comes to like visual aesthetics, when I have to pick between this one or this one, I'll pick this one any day. I really, really am not a fan of this one. Again, performance-wise, it performs good. It's a mod. It fires. It does what it's supposed to. but that look, it's just so not me. Any of you guys that have been watching my channel for any amount of time will know that I am a very simple girl. Most of my mods are very simple, plain, not real colorful. Black and silver are my favorite colors. Occasionally, I'll throw some color in there as long as it doesn't have anything crazy on it. I'll throw in purple. I like my purples. And then I got my paranormal here, another very, it's a little snazzy. It's got the carbon fiber on it. That's my idea of good-looking mods. Just not one for all the patterns and the lights. It's never been my thing. Really? Well, I probably won't be able to do it either then, Rebel Red. Oh no, I won't use Gorilla Glue. I'll use some sort of epoxy. Yeah, I bet he could do. Well, I'm thinking I've got a whole woodworking shop. I know I've got some tools that can get this off. Worst comes to worst, I can take the grinder to it and just grind it off. Oh no, I'm knocking everything over. I got the hiccups. Yeah, they are. I really do love squonkers. I'm really excited to try the top side. I want to, as soon as it comes out for pre-order, I'm probably going to pre-order it just because I really do like squonkers. You think so, Snare One? I actually have a heat gun. Should we like live DIY? Take the batteries and ooh. Let's see, because it's got magnets in the door. So what I'm afraid of happening is if I use my heat gun on it, the magnet, well, I guess I can just glue the magnets back in. Well, I'm not per se a woodworker. I mean, I can work some wood. Okay, that sounds really wrong. Hey, Harvey. Good to see you, hun. Hey, Chachi. What do you mean? What are you saying no to, Chachi? I haven't seen you in a while, Chachi. How you been? Peter. Yeah, magnets will probably fall out. So what do you guys think? Let's do a thumbs up if I should get my heat gun right now and try to take this off. See if I can do what Mark and Mike couldn't. Oh, I need some heat gloves. I don't think I have my gloves down here. All right, we got 2. You bet I won't do it, Harvey? Worst comes to worst, we have a fire down here and it'll make for hilarious content. Then I might leave this stream up. Leave it. I'd have a big wolf indent. You think? I don't know. Part of me really wants to do it now just because you said Mark and Mike couldn't. Really makes me want to do it. Just do it, Nike. Smash a mod or Addy for fun. No, I don't want to smash a mod or Addy. I'm not looking to really destroy anything. I just really want to see if I can get this emblem off. I don't even know how it's attached. If it's just attached with glue or if there's a rivet in there. I have no idea. It's animal abuse. Okay, I think you guys win. I saw quite a few thumbs up. So I'm going to go get my heat gun and gloves because safety, right? I got to have my safety glasses and my gloves because we don't want to burn ourselves. Peter, that's why I said I got to get my gloves. Sand it down, turn it into a heart. That's a good idea, Chachi. I was actually thinking because I have a sander up at the shop, I could just sand it off. A sharp metal putty knife. Okay, stay tuned. I'll be right back. I got to run upstairs and get some tools out of my toolbox. Okay, guys, I got some gloves and a chisel. Now I got to get my heat gun and probably a vise. Probably need one of my vices. All right, where's my rubber mallet? I'm horrible about keeping my tools in one spot. Okay, so I got my heat gun. I wanted those. And should I use a vise? Let's see. find my rubber mallet. One of my vices. All right. Well, I'll use the end of a screwdriver, I guess, to tap it. I just can't find my rubber mallet. Oh, gosh, what am I doing? All right, now I got to find an outlet for my heat gun. All right, got an outlet. He tried using a screwdriver. Oh, well, I got better tools than a screwdriver. All right, make sure. Ooh, that one has holes in it, so I don't want to do that because I'll still burn myself. Ah, I got 2 righties. Well, that sucks. I grabbed 2 righties. How's Virginia? Virginia? I'm not in Virginia. I'm in Georgia. And Georgia's doing great. Tinfoil Hatter. Right now, I'm vaping on the Bulldog Sub-ohm tank and the Vaporesso Polar Mod. We'll just turn this one around backwards, and then we'll have a lefty. I'm so gonna hurt myself, you guys. All right, so where'd my vice go? I just had it. Did I sit on it? I sure did. I sat on my vice. All right. Da, da, da. I'm about to try. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm about to try to take off the emblem that is on the back of this door. I am sorry, Sigeli, if you see this and get mad at me. But hey, we got to have a little fun. It's after 2 o'clock in the morning here. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and try and tighten that down. And I'm going to try to use my chisel, get under his ear there, because his ear is sticking out just a little bit. I probably should mute before I start hammering, though. What can we get? Make sure everything's out of the way. Don't want to break anything else. Ooh. All right. So let's get up under there, and I'm going to try to mute so I don't kill y'all's eardrums. Oh, I got to take my glove off. How about less than 2 minutes? There it is, you guys. Didn't have to use a heat gun or anything. All I had to do is use my trusty chisel and a pair of vices as a hammer. So let's see what the damage is here. Probably more damage putting it in the vice than actually taking off. Yeah, not too bad. I can easily use some epoxy remover and clean this up. It won't be too bad. Has a little hole. where it was, just like I thought. It was mounted inside a hole, but there you go. Bye-bye, Wolfie. There you guys. So you guys can all let Mike and Mark know that I took it off. No problem. There you go. It's back on and back off. Didn't even damage it or scratch it or anything. Hey, that's a good paint job on there. I think it's PCS. Yeah, it's PC and ABS coating. Not a single scratch. Nice. Put a sticker over it. I need like a custom Kimmy Vape sticker to put on there. Now I got all my tools all pulled out and didn't even need them. That was a little disappointing. That was so anticlimactic. Like, I was expecting it to be so hard. Oh, somebody's messaging me on Facebook Messenger. Don't message me. I'm live. Hey, tinfoil. So I got to read back in chat because I was busy looking at what I was doing. Yeah, it was quick, wasn't it, Chachi? Didn't scratch the mod at all, Nikki. Yeah, Luke, I forgot I muted and I kept talking. You totally called me out, Luke. I muted it and then started talking. Hey, cut me a break. I'm not used to being live. Well, I'm sorry, guys. It was so anticlimactic. I thought I was going to get to break out all the big tools. The lingerie, Gregory. Yeah, you're going to get a package one of these days in the mail. You'll get some lingerie, and I'm going to make you wear it, too. Hey, Chevy man. Yeah, I had a feeling it was just mounted with little studs because for mine particularly, I could see all the way around. It wasn't fully, it was seated, but like the ear, I could see a little gap under the ear. So I didn't think it was glued, but I didn't think it was going to be that easy. Okay. Yep. Always popping early. Leave it to me to make it pop early. I did work up a little bit of a sweat from excitement. Like it got my adrenaline going because I thought I was going to have to get the heat gun and heat it up and then tap on it. And Frank. Chinese made it cheap. I gotta say, I mean, that emblem was cheaply put on there, but the fact that the door doesn't have any scratches, I mean, I put it in my vise and I was banging on it pretty hard there. Let's see. Oh, there is, it looks like there's one little ding in the finish. Yep, exactly, Snare One. I really wanted to avoid having to use the heat gun because had I know those magnets would have came loose. So let's see how she looks now without the wolf. Oh, it feels so much better in the hand now. Oh, that feels so much better. Don't have that emblem sticking into my hand. I can actually hold it with the screen facing out. Because what I found myself doing because of that emblem, I would always hold it with the emblem facing out because I didn't like the feel of it on my hand. So now I can hold it and it feels comfortable. Yeah, it's not too bad. Right? Doesn't look too bad now that it's just all black on the back. And I mean, they got the wolf right there. That's what I didn't get. I mean, they had Snow Wolf right there and the gold wolf. And then that back had that big metal wolf. I mean, like, why not just like put that same design on the back if you really want, but don't make it a big emblem. Hey, Vaping Fiend. KVN. As I said, should I leave this uploaded or not? Because I unchecked the box for it to upload after I finished streaming because I didn't know whether it would be any good. Like, I didn't know if my internet would even allow me to stream. X1 for wolf head. Yeah, Kimmy Vape, slayer of wolf head emblems. Hide your Sigelli M-Fang mods. Leave it up. I'll go ahead and put it back up after it ends. I'll have to go in and change it because I have it to go unlisted. Frank. Kimmy bloopers. Yeah, should I do a giveaway for just the wolf head? Hey, good morning, Wu-Tang. Frank, why are you putting eggplants in my chat? See what you started? Necklace time. Should I make a necklace out of it? I mean, it has a little stud there. I could solder. I could get my solder iron out and solder a little loop on there. I couldn't sleep. I'm an insomniac. I've got vertigo really bad, so it's hard to sleep. It's hard to do anything with vertigo, you guys. I don't know if have any of you ever had vertigo? I've had it before, but when I had it in the past, it was always like due to like I had an ear infection or something. So it didn't last very long. It would only be like maybe at the most a day. But I've had vertigo since Friday. And I went to the doctor today and she was not giving me positive news. She was talking about some people just have to live with it and not in a while. I'm going to go. I made 2 more appointments. I made an appointment with the ear doctor and I made an appointment with the eye doctor because not only do I have the vertigo, but I have this weird thing with my eyes that as my eyes move, I hear a bell dinging. Doesn't that sound weird? Yes, when my eyes move, like when I move to look somewhere else, every time I hear a bell dinging. Like, you know, at the hotels, the old bells that would be sitting on the receptionist table and you would ding to get somebody to come to the desk. That's what I have when my eyes move. So I did a little research online, and it turns out there was just a study published actually in January of 2018 that they found that your eyes are connected to your eardrums. And when I say eyes connected to your eardrums, I don't mean like, you know, physically, like you hear through your eyes, but there is a crossing of neurotransmitters between the eyes and the ears that when you move your eyes, your eardrums actually shift and tilt in the direction that you're gazing. So maybe that's why I'm having that auditory sound when my eyes move. Right, Harvey? I wish it was just drugs, because then I could stop taking them and be better. Roughies. Nope. No drugs of any kind. Hey, Ashley, sweetie. I couldn't sleep either. Well, it's not an enjoyable feeling because like accompanied with the sound is dizziness and blurred vision, which is, hey, lady Louis, I'm not going to be able to say your name. Hey, lady, because I always, Louisiana. Why can't I say that word? Louisiana. There we go. Daniel, what are you doing awake? Get your ass in bed. Well, I know you're in bed. You missed it, Daniel. I decided to go ahead and take the wolf emblem off the MFang mod. Self-serving always helps my insomnia. I don't know what that means. Yeah, it's much more comfortable now without it. I could actually hold it with the screen facing out now. Yeah, that's what they were telling me in chat. And I was like, wait, well, I could probably pry this off. So I went and got my heat gun. I got my gloves out. I got my vise out. I got my I just got a whole bunch of stuff out. And then all it took was my wedge knife and a screwdriver tapping on it, and it popped right off. Where'd it go? What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. He should have had one of these. This is actually for wood. We used it when we had to reshape our door jamb. We just used the chisel. That's what, why couldn't I think of that? The chisel. I know how to use them. I just don't know the names of them. They're thingies and tools and whatchamacallits. Yes, chisel. Exactly, Frank. I was trying to be Inspector Gadget and all I needed to be was Morty. Shut up, Josh. You go to sleep. Hey, Dee, how you doing? Truckin', you want to come on? Wu-Tang. Oh, rolling the hay loaf always makes me sleep good. Ha ha ha. I didn't think my internet would even work. That's why I was testing, because we've talked about it, Josh. Like after about 2 o'clock in the morning, my internet gets a little better. All right, let me see if I can get you. I'm in Google Hangouts and I've never invited somebody. So let me see what I can do. Oh, there we go. There's a plus. Invite people. Share the permanent link, bookmark, and come back at any time. Add names or email addresses. All right. Control C to copy. So we'll copy that. Then we'll go over to Facebook. Am I even logged in on the computer? Messenger. Who else wants to come on? I've never had people on my channel. Who wants to come on? Nikki, you want to come on? Who else is in chat that knows how to? Let's have all of you on. I told you. This is nobody's live at freaking this time of night. So where are you, Josh? Why don't I see you? There you are. All right. Messenger. Oops, that's Wendy. Oh, dang it. Okay, click on the right chat. Can't even see here. There we go. All right, Josh. I sent the link through Facebook Messenger. All right, Nikki. See, I gotta look your name up. Nick. Yeah. Where are you at? I know I have you on Facebook. Nicole. Okay, I was typing in Nikki. There we go. Nicole Birch. There you are. Oh, I'm going to send you an invite now, Daniel, just because you said you're in bed. Oh, come on. There's only a couple people watching. They won't tell anybody if you're in bed in your underwear. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. You're dressed up like one of the village people? What? Okay, who else said?
Let me fix my camera. Gosh, they have to make it so
There
loud.
she is.
Here we are. Do you know how long it's been since I've been in here? A Google Hangout?
Right? I don't have the pro Zoom, so I couldn't do it through Zoom. And I was trying to do it through just like the straight go live from your channel, but it kept telling me my camera couldn't be found or some weird stuff.
It can get a little crazy.
Yeah, Harvey, you have to have Google Hangouts to come on.
KBN said he'd come on.
Trying to check out. KBN said he'd come on?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go back to my Facebook.
Steven.
Yeah, if you see chat, anybody else that said, because I'm trying to do 2 things at once. I'm a horrible multitasker. Steven. Oh, he spells his name with a PH, right? Yeah. There he is.
There
you go, Steven. Daniel, I'm reading back in the chat and I see Daniel says he sleeps naked and doesn't wear pants when he records. I know that's a lie. I've been in a Zoom room when you record. All right. Close that down so my connection will get a little better.
Everything's working.
There's Steven. Hey, KBN. There's Truckin'.
Backwards.
Oh, man.
Is it? Oh, man. Like you got anything better to do.
Yeah.
Except sleep. Shit.
Well, then go to sleep. Why'd you come
I can't.
in?
You got me doing this shit.
That's all. You see, he's blaming me, but no. He could have easily clicked out, went to bed, got some sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. No, I kept getting up any fucking way, so it's all good. Plus, I've never used Google Hangouts like this, or at least I don't remember using it like this.
Yeah.
Fucking Daniel,
yeah, it's not my favorite.
Yeah,
there he is.
Yeah,
There's DJ.
I should be trying
Look at
to sleep.
I know, right, Daniel?
Right? Not trying to
See?
sleep. You guys are the ones that woke up and clicked on my stream.
Right?
Yep.
I woke up to take a piss and I see Kimmy talking about fucking ham radio. I was like, what the hell? So I clicked on it like an idiot instead of just going back to sleep. You and your clickbait.
Hey, D, send me a message on Facebook Messenger to Kimmy Smith because I don't know your name on Facebook. And then I'll send you an invite. Oh, Chessie's in chat. I didn't even see Chestina. Hey, Chestina.
I think I have D.
Is there a way to mirror the camera?
It's probably under.
Is there a way to what?
Mirror the camera.
I have no idea.
Everything's backwards.
It should be. It used to be in the past. I don't know if they changed anything. I can see they removed a few stuff.
I'm surprised.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm surprised I'm still able to use my DSLR in here.
Yeah, everybody's commenting on how good your feed looks.
I wonder if it reads 1080p.
Damn, no more sounds or nothing? What the hell?
Right?
They took out those like right when we quit using it.
It's been that
Oh,
long.
thank goodness. I'm glad there isn't. I couldn't stand those sounds.
Stupid crickets.
I'd be gonging the hell out of you right now, Kim.
I know you would be. I'm so glad that you can't.
Here, that's D's link. I sent it to you on his. That's his Facebook.
Thank you.
Well, somebody says no signal on their screen.
I'm trying out.
Oh, he's trying out a different camera.
Oh.
I guess only 720 it reads.
So you finally decided to break out the secret internet, huh, Kimmy?
The secret internet. No,
Yeah, your secret.
This is not high speed.
They probably
she
give
was
you
like-
vaping.
they probably give you a happy hour. Right? That's how some companies, some broadbands are. Once it comes
Yeah.
up, like once it is midnight, 1 a.m. or 2 a.m.
Yeah, I get. They call it off peak. So like I have peak from 8 a.m. till 2 a.m. And then from 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. I'm off peak. And when I'm off peak, they let me have my full bandwidth. But the problem always is nobody's live at 2 a.m. or, you know.
I guess you're going to have to start being live now. You help.
Right?
There's no excuse
So-
now. You can keep me awake while I'm driving now.
I'm gonna have to do live shows every, once a week or whatever at 2:00 in the morning.
Well, you get a different
I'm
type
sure-
of subscriber base too when you do
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I love it that I get a chance to talk to drivers that live across the pond and stuff, but some nights I don't like to stay up till 2:00. It's not purpose. I don't try to stay up this late. It just happens.
Yeah, I've been going to bed
Right.
early ever since the hospital, so my schedule is all screwed up.
I have been trying to go to bed earlier,
Good night, Frank.
especially since I started going to the gym. But tonight I don't know what's happening. I just cannot sleep.
Oh, brag. Just brag about it that you're going to the gym, getting swole.
Hey, I told you, stop running down 8 Mile away from everybody.
He's got to keep them chicken legs up to date.
Now that's good. Exercise supposedly is the best thing for sleep regulation. If you have a normal exercise routine, it
Right.
supposedly will help with sleep
But I did-
regulation.
But I didn't go today. So
That's why you're awake. That's why you're awake. Your body's like, wait, I have all this extra energy. What am I supposed to do with it?
right.
Damn.
I could still go. It's open 24/7.
Go ahead, go Daniel. Take
That's
us with
what-
you.
I wish I had a place like that open 24/7 near me. It'd probably help me too. I just
they
go
have
work out. I
gym
need to
class.
work out.
The gyms and Planet Fitness and stuff like that are open 24/7 just so that there's no excuse.
Yeah.
No
I guess
excuses.
there's no
Everybody
excuse,
works.
huh?
Everybody works at night in my house, so it's silent.
Mm-hmm.
I guess there's really no excuse.
I gotta get more comfortable like Daniel now.
Are you gonna get naked?
No, I'm not naked.
Is everybody gonna get naked? My
Might as
pants
well,
are
shit.
unbuttoned and unzipped. If that
Yeah.
counts.
I mean, I got
They're
some
trying
naked
to get
100
it
up on the shelf. That's as naked as I'll get on the shelf.
Here you go, Kimmy. You got two dudes laying in bed on your show.
Kamian's like,
Kimmy, no, that's not happening in Snare One. I don't want my first live stream to also be my first strike on my channel.
Sneer one.
Don't you get any ideas, Josh?
I do like to publicly shower on YouTube. That's a fact.
Wu-Tang. There's no excuse. Get some weights and a step bench and get your ass moving. Yeah, I have like tons of gym equipment right on the other side of this wall. I have a whole gym. I don't use it.
But the thing is, I don't go to the gym just to use a particular or to do a particular exercise, right? I go to the gym to do multiple exercises. Well, I'm also exercising my eyes at the same time, watching other booties move, right?
Right?
And then I
It's no fun to work out at home.
Right, and then I finish it up with a hydro massage, which you don't have at home.
I thought he was gonna say exercising his mind. I was like, yeah, okay.
well, wouldn't that be exercising your mind, watching everybody's booties bounce?
Right?
Yeah, I guess you're thinking a lot. So
You definitely
No,
do
he's
some
not.
mental
Let's-
aerobics.
He's like left cheek, right cheek, left cheek, right cheek. Right boob, left boob. He's watching all the girls jog on the machines, going, uh-huh.
Soundstream, said he's never going to look at your videos the same again, Daniel.
You're welcome.
I never have. Shit.
How do you? I can't say that name. Schweinsteiger Wolfersbergerdorf says watching everybody coding.
That kind of sounded good.
Oh my gosh. How did they even get that approved?
That's a long
That is
last
a
name.
long name.
Just because it's so hard to say, YouTube probably had a problem saying it too. They're just like, just how would it prove it?
They don't
Just say
control that.
Spencer.
Hey, Church.
What's up, Church?
Hey, Church.
They don't verify, approve, or disapprove the name you name your account. They don't control that.
It's not letting you take the invite.
If he's on mobile, he's got to have the Google Hangouts app.
Tell them to download
Oh,
Google
yeah.
Hangouts. Gotta have the Google Hangouts. It's not mandatory on all phones now. You have to download it. It used to be like always in the background.
Right.
Now we can play the cricket sound.
Yeah.
I do miss the little sounds once in a while.
Little features. I miss the masks, right?
There you go, Kimmy.
Yeah.
34 people as a proof of reason why you need to go live more often. Especially at this time of fucking night.
Did they get rid of the lower thirds? Yeah, they got rid of the lower thirds.
Yeah, I have mine enabled, but obviously it's not working.
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't even know what lower thirds is.
It displays your name, and like if you have a website or whatever you want to advertise, every time you're talking and your video shows up, shows everything.
It'll
there.
have like a little bar at the bottom saying who you are instead of like popping up like at the bottom where it says Kimmy in. It'll have your name displayed. It was always
Oh
called the
wow!
lower
And they
thirds.
got rid of that?
I don't see it unless you have to do a custom overlay.
Yeah. I have no idea. I need to learn this stuff if I ever decide to go live more than once in a blue moon.
You need some wrenches.
What? Yeah.
You got none.
Yeah, but I don't have any trolls, so I don't need wrenches.
Here we go.
I can't say that name either. McCant. No, that sounds wrong.
My
I can't.
Oh, my cut. Oh, I get
My
it.
cut is itchy.
There's your troll right
Hi,
there.
my cut is itchy. I'm like,
That's
I
funny.
can't. How do you pronounce it? That was good.
That one actually is very creative.
Let's see. I gotta go into. I think I have to go on the actual feed to give a
Wow,
wrench.
Ashley Brown is still up? Wow.
Oh, add moderator. There
Yeah,
you
she
go,
don't-
Snare One. You are now a wrench.
The wrench has been given.
There it is.
I'll give my girl Ashley a wrench too, cause
You got it because
She's
she's
my
up
girl.
all the time. I had to look again twice to make sure I spelt that shit right. Sup, Wolf? I do have chat up.
Oh, bright light.
what are you doing in the kitchen?
You know what?
Yep, she's already
What?
taking up after you, Kimmy. Shut up, Josh.
Ooh.
Here we
Are you
go.
gonna drink a beer?
He's gonna drink a Heine.
A Heine.
If you can't go watch some Heine, he's gonna drink some Heine.
There you go.
You know what I hate about Google Hangouts is the flipping from person to person
Yeah.
when they're talking.
Oh God,
I
Jason
miss-
Voorhees.
See,
Here we
I think
go.
if they would have sit there and did the overall, like the windows, like they do with the Zoom, I think they would have been better. But I think Google Hangouts and Zoom needs to get together and do the volume control thing.
Heavy's here.
Uh-huh.
You guys
Oh,
want to
boy.
see some redneck engineering? at its
There
finest?
one.
Yeah.
My wrenches are already.
Yeah.
You guys
Yep.
want to see some redneck engineering?
Of
at its
course. Definitely.
finest? That's my air solution.
You always say, you see,
Your
you
AC
learn the
vent?
American way.
I'm
Right.
telling you that vent is what? That's for your dryer.
What? No, that's for the dryer.
Okay, that goes
That's the
outside.
exhaust from the AC.
Okay.
That's the cold air from the AC.
One's going up
Damn.
to your room and the other one's going to your office.
Yeah.
That was funny. We have a picture of Daniel talking into it, and it reminds
That's
you of
my-
remember the old cans when you used to do telephone.
And then my studio is inside there.
Ruffin said you're stealing air conditioner.
From himself.
I think you convinced Daniel to get up and do some more work.
Well, that's exactly what's like underneath your. Yeah. Vape Man got banned.
Damn.
That's the only thing I missed.
Damn.
In a wrench is that you can see what they said. Right.
Oh,
There you
he's
go.
in.
They aren't saying anything real bad. You guys ain't got to wrench that stuff. I don't care if Jason Voorhees wants to talk about his boner in my chat. That don't bother me.
Exactly.
What up, D?
You got it.
The only thing I won't tolerate people getting like graphically gross, whether it be sexual or otherwise. And I won't tolerate people downing on other people, whether they look or sound. Don't be making fun of people like that. I don't like that stuff.
People go down on me.
But I don't care if you want to talk all damn day about your boner. D does it all the time.
I do. Boner all through.
He talks about how little
Right,
it
well,
gets.
They didn't
Hello.
roll in. They've been sitting here watching, and I jinxed myself by saying something because then they just had to comment. I mean,
Don't blame me,
36 people
Kimmy, either.
watching, but only like 10 people in chat. Yeah.
We've already had this conversation. It's a grower, not a shower. Ain't that right, Kimmy?
Yep.
Yes, Dee loves talking eggplant. Did somebody
Hell
say it?
yeah.
And she says, "Did anyone say eggplant? Eggplant."
What is this obsession with eggplants and chant?
Enchant. Chat.
Past couple days I've been seeing shit about eggplants.
Mm.
Daniel,
Oh,
What the
giving us
hell was that?
feedback.
That was feedback from Daniel.
Feedback.
Daniel's
He eggplanted
switching
us, I
over.
guess. He just eggplanted us. Yeah, it must be what that's called.
I like
Cucumbers.
Raffine's sliced cucumber.
Boy.
Does
now
that mean he's a
we've
pickle?
got all the phallic emojis going. The wolf is touching tips.
Sorry, don't vape and say touch tips with stop.
Hey, vaping with Jesus.
Wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, right? I haven't seen him in a long, long time.
But I've never met him. I met Bert. You know what I'm saying? That I thought was him. But I've always heard there was a vaping with Jesus out there.
I've seen him, but I'm always too nervous to come up and say hi to him at the expos and stuff. But I've seen him. from afar.
You don't want to get your passage to the pearly gates, Kimmy?
Oh, there ain't no way I'm getting through the pearly gates.
Oh, come on. You don't think that, all the women that it was thrown at Jesus' feet, that he didn't have some temptations? Come on, Mary Magdalene wasn't close to him like that, because if you think about biblical times, the only people that can actually cleanse a body is family. So what was Mary Magdalene?
Every night.
Well, no, the cleansing of the body on the third day, you come and you take care of the, Jesus vapes. And now, is it Jesus or is it Jesus?
Vaping with Jesus.
It's definitely vaping Jesus.
Night
You can confuse that with vaping with thesis sometimes.
Now, you think about it. Vaping, Jesus does vape. Look at all those clouds up in the sky.
There you go.
He made everybody vape on those cloudy days. Mm-hmm.
There you Night, Chevy Man.
Echo.
Come on, Mr. Technical Reviews.
Yeah, I know, right?
Am I creating echo?
Yes.
Holy shit!
Echo!
Echo! God damn it!
When the Dodgers win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he created the clouds for vapors.
There you go. Daniel.
He puts his headsets in and drops out.
Oh boy.
You would think that Google, with all the money that they make and everything, that would actually have a better platform for streaming.
Yeah,
I
mean, all these other platforms have way better features, and Google over there with their trillions of dollars can't even.
Yeah, I mean, there's other platforms. There was like one. What was that one? Oh, Daniel's not in the room. We have one for the Shack and stuff. It was called but it had, you could only have like 8 people on the screen. What was that called, Daniel?
What?
Well, we kind of tried before Zoom. It was kind of like 8 squares that you could see, and it was the crappiest one.
VC?
No, we tried it over at Vaporium and stuff that one time. Remember, it was 8 people on a screen, and we all complained because it was issuey.
Skype?
Oh, no. Oh, I'm trying to figure out.
Not Skype.
Name. No, it was a different platform. I mean, you can even go live with it.
But the name starts with an S too, I think.
Yeah,
yes.
I think so.
Yeah. Stem.it. No, I don't know.
I think it's funny how
Appearance.
Daniel wakes up and his hair is like all nice and neat and perfect.
It was
Just
called
getting out of
Because I
Appearance.
use a ton of gel and I only shower in the morning.
Daniel, Appearin. Appearin?
Oh, appear.in.
Yeah, appear.in. That one actually can go live, and actually it looks better than Google, at least, because you have the squares all over the screen. But yeah.
I heard that Google was supposed to be redoing their shit to where you can have like squares all over the screen instead of
They
switching.
did, but only for the business.
Oh yeah.
And if you set a domain, you really don't need to set many users. You can set only yourself as a user, and you set a domain for mail, for example. A business mail account. You get access to those features, and I think the room can actually handle up to 100 people, 200,
Oh wow.
something like
Holy
that.
shit.
But they added those features only for
That's
business.
more than Zoom. Zoom, you can only do 100.
Yeah, but you don't want. Yeah, actually, you wouldn't see 100 on a screen. That's where
Right.
people.
How would
You have
you
fight over.
how would you deal with 100 people in the fucking?
Oh God! Can you imagine 100
Oh my
people
God.
talking at the same time? You would have a major seizure attack.
Try dealing with 50 people. Shit.
Well, I don't know. I would make another room and say, here, go there.
I've been there. I've seen 50 people in a fucking Zoom room. That shit's nuts.
It's especially if you have people on mobile.
Mic issues and screen issues.
Another comment regarding my hair, so I think I got to address that situation. So my hair, if not trimmed super short, is funky as shit. Especially if I wash the hair and I go to bed. In the morning is going to be super hard to control even with gel. So what I do is I sleep with gel and I shower in the morning. So like between the shower and the reappliance of the gel, there's really not much for the hair to screw up and start to act weird.
Oh please, again. My hair is hard to keep a hold of. What are you talking about?
Okay, Ashley asked, does it cost to set up a Zoom room? Zoom is free.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's a $15 a month if you want to go live. The pro account is $15. It's like $14. Okay, but it's worth it. It's so well worth it. Because you can have many, many people, but people don't realize that you can have a one-on-one conversation, or you can even have 4 or 5 people in the room, but it limits it to a 45-minute room.
Yeah.
Just come back to the room after you get kicked out.
No, I heard it was one-on-one. You can actually have unlimited if it's one-on-one.
But you can't go live with it unless you use OBS.
Yep.
No. Yeah. Daniel.
There you go.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. You got the Heineken and everything. Holy
Daniel, hats do not look good on
now
your head.
He's starting to look like an American.
Yeah, but that's there you go, right there.
There it is.
Flatten the bill out a little bit.
Oh, you keep that bill curved. Don't flatten that shit out. I hate when people do that.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Daniel. Yeah.
So he's ready to go to a baseball game.
Color.
Snare One, my website costs me $1,200 a year to keep up. Zoom is nothing compared to having a website.
Yeah, Zoom is
I learned
nothing.
that the hard way.
Mine is much cheaper than that.
Your website?
No, because you even have editors and stuff that do yours, so there's no way yours is less than $1,200 a month.
Let me see.
Because when the cost of yours is a secure certificate site, right?
Yes.
It's got security. So that alone that's where a lot of my costs came from, is the security. The website itself isn't that expensive. It's if you want it secure. So that's where I racked up most of the money, was making sure it was secure and, it has prevention for hacking and DDoS and all that. But yeah, well over $1,200 is what it cost me for 1 year of my website.
Well,
I could have used Wix, Ruffins. The thing I don't like about those services, Wix and Squarespace or whatever, is you don't have ownership. You're literally just leasing a space with that website. So you still fall under their terms of service. And they can literally delete your website. They can just say, oh, we don't like what you're doing, and delete your website. So I went the completely pure ownership route, and then I pay a domain to host my site.
You want to know how much I pay a year?
How much?
105.
A year? That's it for your entire website, including the people
Let
working on it.
me tell you what it includes.
No.
It includes 200 gigabytes, 6 cores server with 6 gigs of RAM for 12 months with SSL certificate and identity hidden. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
At $1.
And it's just 100. And how much for the year?
105.24 euros, which is $120.
For a year, not per month, for a
Now
year.
12 months, yeah. Let me...
How did I get so ripped off?
Let me...
We're going to talk privately later.
If you don't
I
believe
got
me...
ripped off.
They didn't even give you a kiss, man. They like just took it.
Let
There's
me...
no
Why either?
Just disregard whatever you see. Just disregard whatever you see in Portuguese, but 12... it's zooming out. Fuck.
One.com.
12 is 12. Here is 12 months, and this is the total.
That's what somebody told me to recommend. It was one.com.
See, I went to the wrong fucking thing again.
Well, now you know.
I went to onedomain.com and they ripped me off. Like they
got
me
you
over.
No KY.
Yeah,
nothing.
Time to convert your website over to one.com.
Oh, plus I paid 105.24 because remember my company is registered in Portugal, so I paid 23% VAT.
Mm-hmm.
So you paid more for just being
I'm gonna have to look into that.
Me too.
I think my camera's starting to die.
I can take my domain, I can take my website wherever I want, Ashley, but I've lost like the domain. You only have 90 days for refund, so I'm well past.
Oh yeah, and you
for
can
the
only,
domain site,
and you can only pay again in a new server on in a new domain hosting service after 90 months. But when you register a domain or you move a domain, then you gotta wait 90 months to move it again and pay to host it on the new company. What you can do is you can host everything on the new company, but then again you already paid on the first one, and you can redirect. You can redirect within the cPanel for the first company. You redirect to the servers, the CNAME servers, and all that to the second one. But you paid for the whole year, right?
Yeah, I paid for a whole year. The total cost ended up being
may as well just
$1,200.
count the days for the year.
Holy shit!
Right.
How did? Oh my gosh! I'm an idiot. Here, I thought I was being smarter by not using Wix or one of those site builders because they can take your site down.
But I don't use those. One.com has a website builder too, but I don't use that either. I just installed WordPress and I built the website.
Yeah, they charged me for WordPress. They charged me for, I think they call it Beaver Builder, which I don't use because I use WordPress.
On one.com, they don't. On one.com, they don't charge for WordPress. I think that there's even a cheaper package that they do charge for WordPress. But then again, even if the hoster charges for WordPress, you just get the FTP credentials and you install the WordPress manually on the space that is allocated to you. It doesn't matter if they don't offer. It's still doable.
Wow. So I just... well, now I know. In 90 months.
so you already passed the time that you have to cancel the service, and just ask them if them if you want to cancel, if they refund you anything, or if they compensate or give you back something.
Next
they
time
can always
ask
do
around,
a pro rate.
Kimmy.
They could do a pro rate, maybe.
Yeah, just ask them.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to look into it now that I know that Daniel set everything up for less than 100.
That I paid 1% of what you paid.
And when you kept saying, when you said one.com, I Googled one.com and it came up like one domain. And I was like, oh, that must be it. And I go through everything and I'm like, okay, I need this, I need that. And as I'm adding, because when I first started, it was like $7.99 a month.
Right.
I'm like, okay. But then when I started adding in that I wanted security certificates, when I wanted the malware protection, when I wanted the site, whatever it is, it makes sure your site never goes down, all of that stuff.
A lot of those services, if you decide to install a platform like WordPress, you don't need to pay for any of those services other than the SSL, because then you can install those plugins within WordPress and you can care less about the packages that they sell you.
Really?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm going to get back to work. I will talk to you guys later.
All right, don't work too much.
Sneer says upgrade, cancel, Kimmy, upgrade to Zoom Pro, and you'll still have 1,000 left.
Right? Right? Oh my god. Oh, I got so fucked over. See, that's what happens when somebody that doesn't know anything about fucking website goes and builds a website.
I think Daniel needs to do a channel to how to start your own website, and then that way we all save money.
Oh, trust me, I didn't know a lot of. Well, I used to know how to build websites on Dreamweaver. I don't know if it exists anymore.
He did a song.
I used to build websites on real website building softwares, and then you would flush, like you would send all the data to the server, to the domain, and it would be done. A lot of things changed. I'm pretty sure there's still some softwares out there that let you do that, but a lot of the things changed. And these days, what's more common is WordPress. Even a lot of websites that you see that are super nice and beautiful, and you wouldn't even realize they are running on WordPress, and they are still probably running on WordPress behind the scenes. I didn't know about WordPress at the time, and I took like 3 weeks. I remember that 3 weeks. I took 3 weeks, 2 weeks without doing videos, night and day, learning and watching videos and building and screwing up things and restoring the backup back because I was screwing up things. It's not easy if you don't know about WordPress, but once you...
Nothing is as impressive as that head of hair, Daniel. I'm mesmerized right now.
Yes, Johnny.
Right? He put a hat on and took it off, and his hair still looks perfect.
Johnny asked if Daniel, are you still in Michigan? Yes.
Yes, I am.
Living it up on that 8 Mile.
No.
That's only when he goes running.
When I pass by 8 Mile, you see me running. Nah, it's fine. The area I live, it's pretty fine to me. Let's see how winter is gonna be.
Somebody go check it out.
I guess next year I'm like, no,
He'll be going back to Portugal. Here we go. Watch. He'll be like, screw this shit.
Probably going to go south to Florida.
Yeah, you can come closer to me, Daniel. Georgia's a great place. It's nice and warm. No hurricanes. The ocean's only a 3-hour drive.
Are you sure you want to go to Florida with all the hurricanes and stuff?
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, well.
I just want Daniel to come to Georgia so I can use his studio and all his camera.
Right.
Yeah, make like another, what's that one? Maker Studios.
You could... Clearly, you can charge me a buttload for using it, and I wouldn't know I was getting ripped off.
Well, Kimmy, was a...
I would get you doing the same B-roll shots I do, and you would do yours and mine.
Well, Daniel, that's how they had Maker Studios. Maker Studios was 5 YouTubers that got together, and they sit there and utilizes their stuff together. And they sold it for how much to Disney?
It was like
$50 million.
It makes a lot of sense.
A lot of money.
It makes a lot of sense because when you invest in all these equipment, then the equipment, if you are the only one using the equipment gets used what? A few minutes a day?
Mm-hmm.
And then it just lays in
Yeah.
there.
In your case, 24/7?
No,
Well-
like the other side of the studio where I shoot the B-roll shots, I probably use it, 20 minutes every day? And that's it.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, me and Daniel has talked about that before. About it's a shame that all the YouTubers in the vaping industry live so far apart because we could do what like you were talking about that whatever they're called. I know I've heard of them. I know Philip DeFranco was a part of the original team too. But yeah, like we could do something like that where all the YouTubers come together and can utilize.
Yeah, they got an office space, sit there and had just like a business. Don't
worry, Kimmy. I'm coming to your house. So when I your viewers turn on that screen, they see me sitting there.
Yep, I'm gonna put your ass in a red wig and sit you in my chair and make you do a review.
Hey, at least you didn't have to put one of those caps on. You just put the cap on and it would fit right.
Works for me.
But you
just have to give me a push-up bra. Yeah, exactly.
No. Oh no, they actually have fake boobs now that you can attach to your body. I've seen that today. Oh,
if I do that, I might like it and want to keep them. So I don't know.
Yeah, they're silicone boobs. I even seen silicone baby bumps and everything. Oh, they make things. Oh, it's so bad.
Do they have somewhere you can add on ass cheeks too? Because I don't have an ass.
Yes, they have fake butt cheeks now too.
Nice. I could really look like Kimmy now.
Kimmy has a booty?
I may have to get, whatever. Don't even go there, Kimmy. Don't even go there. It's more like bottom shelf instead of top shelf. We'll just put it that way.
Wu-Tang says you can wear a wig and a bra just like Mark.
There you go. The difference is I make it look good.
We want to keep it classy. I'll make them wear a grandma sweater like I always wear.
There you go. Yeah. Exactly.
California is going to break off and float off into the ocean.
Reptilian Pete says, morning from Wales, United Kingdom.
Well, California, it's a whole separate country, right? So
yeah, it is.
Makes sense.
It might as well be.
Come on, it's going to be an island soon. It's going to break off and, be a part of the island.
That's San Andreas' fault.
Yeah.
Arizonians will have oceanfront property soon.
I mean, the whole planet years ago was all together. The land portion was all together, so it is what it is.
Oh, I can't wait to be like, "What's up, peeps? Kimmy Vape's here."
Watch the next review. You're going to sit there and say, "What's up, Kimmy Vapes?"
I know, right? Like,
that's not my saying. You just mixed Mike Vapes and Kimmy Vapes. Mike Vapes.
Oh God, I'm gonna mix Mike Vapes with Kimmy and then Daniel and Fagan all in one. I'm gonna make one big ass. Fucking...
Wow, that would be a sight to see.
I don't have any kind of spectrometers or anything, so I don't know how you're gonna do Daniel.
I'll just have to have Daniel's assistant help me. That's all.
Tommy, you want to come on too, Tommy? Everybody's breaking my Google Hangouts live cherry tonight or this morning.
Yeah, but it's a rotten cherry. Bad platform to start out on.
Near one's got it. You got to say, "What's up, peeps? It's Kimmy here in YouTube land."
There you go.
They really need to sit there and make it to where you're actually seeing live chat when you're in the live thing. I am tired of going up there and clicking on that stupid thing because I'm like, Tommy, I don't even see it pop up yet. Then I have to click on live chat.
I didn't realize I was on top chat.
See?
Is that the Tommy Vapors that we're talking about here?
Yes.
Tommy, shut your fucking mouth.
Wu-Tang was saying Daniel is international. He comes from Portugal, lives in the USA, drinks Dutch beer. I was actually I was born in Portugal, of course, but 12 years in the Navy, I've explored. I did missions in Africa. I did missions in Middle East. I explored the whole east part of the globe. Right now, I'm exploring the west part of the globe.
There you
Yeah.
Hey, Josh. Soundstream says you also have to flip your hand like Jay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
He would probably do a video bashing you, I guess.
Yeah, wait.
That works for
maybe I
me.
want Josh to do a review on my channel. Not if he's.
Shit, I'd be getting them followers pouring in, Kimmy. Come on now.
Oh yeah. They be
I'll be
sliding
bringing
into your
sexy back.
DMs.
You don't want
I'll be
Tommy's
bringing
DMs.
sexy back.
You don't want Tommy's DMs.
You know what it feels like when you watch a beginning of Jay's video, the way he does that, right?
Yeah.
To be in the beginning or in the end? The beginning, right? I don't remember.
It's in the no. It's
the
in the
end.
beginning before he goes to the product.
Right, there you go. You feel like
Let's flip it.
you feel like
Yep.
he grabs you by the balls, right? right there, you feel that intimacy, and you feel like, yep, I'm all in. I'm all in. Right?
There you go. I like it when Jay grabs my balls though and tickles them. It's great.
Tickles your balls.
Yep.
No, he grabs your balls and tickles your ass.
And I grab him by his what I call the lion mane he's got on the side of his face. I grab him by that. Shit's great.
Yeah, Max. I think a lot of people. I never got the Vupu drag or reviewed it, but I know a lot of people still like from what the Vupu drag came out last year, and a lot of people still use it and love it. I mean, I didn't care really for the boxiness of it, but as far as performance,
What about all the fucking overhang?
a
it
lot
has
of people
with-
I know liked it.
I hate the overhang.
I didn't have
Oh,
it.
it has
so-
overhang.
Yeah, for 25
Yeah.
millimeter atomizers sucked.
Oh, come on. We all had 22 atomizer. Like, look at the Sigelli. Everything on the Sigelli 150, everything would overhang on that now. It was just.
I missed my 150. That was like the rugged
I
ass.
still have mine. I have the cherry red one.
I gave mine away to a friend. I had the black one with the black sleeve. It came with that sleeve to stick it in.
There you go. A couple
Yeah.
people in chat
I
have
love-
one and they use it.
I missed the Sigelli 100 where it had that design going down it. It was
Oh yeah, the side, the
beautiful.
S
But they
shape or
didn't do it
whatever.
with the 150, and I was so upset because I was like, my
Do
first
you-
time into a vape shop, they were trying to sell it for $150. I'm like, what is that? $150 a dollar a watt? $1 a watt?
Yeah, dollar watts.
Nope. I'm like, nope. I can get this online for like $45. Thank you. I'm not paying $1 a watt.
Do you want a curiosity? A curiosity about Vupu
Yep, sure.
and
Sure.
the whole shadiness, ripping off people that they close deals with, and then they don't go through with the deals, and they steal the ideas and all that kind of shit.
Sounds like they made a deal
Sure.
with Jay.
Give us the inside.
Remember Kangertech and how Kangertech started to go down, and how shady they used to be, even with reviewers and.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
They are kind of owned by the same people.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yep.
Juicy news.
Some of the Kangertech devices, like the K-Box 200 and the 150, that were the same shit. It's still providing 150, but selling for higher, claiming 200 and all that kind of crap. If you take one apart on the PCB, it will say Vupu.
Wow.
No. I'm lying. It will say Jin on the PCB.
Huh.
They belong to the same owners.
So what you're really saying is that
The same shady people that
Kangertech,
own Kangertech own Vupu.
so Kangertech could be coming out with boards and mods that actually do fire real quick and everything, but they just choose to go the cheap route and make the money.
But the thing is, the Jin chip was firing fast, but not as fast as they were claiming anyway.
Uh-huh.
They were claiming a response time better than the DNA, and that's
Oh,
it
that's
fires
false.
fast, but it's not what
Not
they
that
claim.
fast.
No.
Oh. Wow, didn't know that.
And the temp control was okay. The Vanivate chipset got temp control much better than Vupu. So
Now I got some more drama for my show. Thank you.
There's so much behind the scenes that people are either overlook or don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I learned a couple companies that are basically the same company are run by when I started getting messages from one company to review a product from what I thought was a completely different company. And I was like, wait a second.
right.
Why are you asking? That's not your competitor.
You also want to know the
okay.
reason why I stopped reviewing Kangertech stuff? Well, I was bashing a lot of their devices and exposing their flaws, but the main reason why I stopped reviewing Kangertech stuff was because they told me, or they offered me a really big deal. They offered me a $10,000 monthly sponsorship to review their products ahead of the deal within the same week of arrival, with 0 cons. That it was written in the contract, 0 cons.
$10,000.
Yes, and I told them, can you drop down that in half, down to $5,000, and remove that line that specifies or demands 0 cons from me? And they said no, it's 10K 0 cons. I responded to that email saying, so you guys may as well just go fuck yourselves.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I said.
Damn.
Yeah,
good job on that. Not taking that deal.
Yeah, Kangertech was being really shady last year.
I mean, that could have ended your career too. You know, if anything, found out was. I mean, there's always a con about something because it's your personal preference.
Exactly. And when they start to demand something from you, something that they want to see, then you start to feel like you owe them something. And
I don't know, but them Kanger with them Sub-ohm tanks, though. Them Sub-ohm tanks were back in the day good.
They were. I love my Kanger Mini. You know, that's what started me building. That's what got me into this industry. So I can't hate on them.
Right.
It's like watching Rip Trippers. Okay, everybody watched Rip Trippers in the beginning. Okay, they might still watch him now.
Still do.
But yeah, and I still watch him, but yet I don't look at him the same way as I did in the very beginning. And that's the thing, is that with our vaping styles, it might be this way, but some of us grow in a different direction. And that's where cons are subjective. You know, just like Kimmy, she didn't like the feel of the wolf.
But the thing is, cons with me are not subjective because there's no way I'm gonna change.
You gotta be factual.
Right. It's factual. Just like I was saying, like the wolf
it's like I'm gonna show you a very shaky signal, right? And tell you, oh, look how smooth that signal is. Oh, no fucking way. Right?
Yeah, I would say more aesthetic cons are subjective, and I try to always be clear about that in my reviews, that it's subjective because it's aesthetic and it's not, it really has nothing to do with the functionality.
That's the difference. Like, what they're not understanding is that, you know, aesthetics, you know, can be subjective, but also if it ain't working right, it's not working right. It's going to be a con.
Perfect example of aesthetics is like the recurve squonker, or should I say the penguin squonker, but you know.
The penguin squonker. I haven't even seen it or held it. I've seen it in pictures, but not in the hands. So.
But about Kangertech, I say it all the time. Kangertech was amazing doing atomizers, doing regulated devices.
I like their coils because you could easily rebuild their coils yourself.
That too, yep. I used
make your own resistance.
My first RBA was a Kanger tank. Was the first RBA I ever bought and started building, and quickly moved from that to an actual RDA.
But even the replaceable coil heads were so easy to rebuild.
Yeah.
I remember rebuilding those for friends and stuff because they're like, I don't have the money to buy them. I'm like, well, I'll rebuild them for you.
I mean, they still use their coils to this day with like the billet boxes and shit. So their coils are good still, I think. But.
Yeah, they were good for back in the day. I mean, they're still good today. I still have a Kinger Mini sitting right up on my shelf in the box. You know, I put it in the box because it's, you know, not my style anymore.
Is that the one that came with the
RBA
the little mod? Yeah, but it had that little mod. It was the same color of it. It had like a black with red buttons, or white with black buttons.
I just bought the tank.
Oh, okay. I had the kits. I bought a couple people the kits. This shit,
it was
nice.
my sneaky way of buying something that had a rebuildable, because I was told at a vape shop that building's for guys.
Wow.
It was a very sexist shop, even though there was all women working in the shop. I was like, really? I'm looking at all these things. You could have made a sale with me, because I went, well, you shouldn't touch it if you don't know what you're doing. I'm like, well, if I don't get one, then how am I supposed to learn? You know, and I understand where they were coming from, but they were on the smoke shop side. You know what I'm saying? Because it was one of those shops where it was a cigarette shop that got overran.
I won't support them fucking things.
I do support them to a certain extent. It gets people intrigued that are smoking. They don't understand what vaping is until you walk into a shop. That aspect, if I had never walked in to buy my cigarettes, I would have never seen vaping. So in a sense, I have to give them appreciation of at least they had the technology of the stuff in there that was new and innovative. And it overran the cigarette side. It got so big, they actually sell more products on the vape side than they do. And they get more people. What's this? What's that? What are you vaping? Oh, it smells so good in here. Because of that. In a sense, it's just like us. We can walk up to a smoker and say, hey, you know, this is what vaping is. Well, if you don't know what vaping is, you could be a person traveling through a town, not having a vape shop in your town, not knowing what vaping is. So how are they going to know? I give them credit of trying to bring in another alternative of smoking. That's just the way I look at it. Not supporting. I don't want to go in there and smell tobacco and smell smoke. They don't allow that, but they allow vaping in there. But they don't allow smoking. So in a sense, they give the respect to the vapors more than they do the cigarettes. It's just the shop owner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's hard when you're talking about those combo shops where it's a tobacco store that also sells vape devices. It's hard
head
because
shop.
I've walked into ones that are head shop / tobacco store / a couple vape items that I've turned around and walked out because they had no idea what they were selling.
Right.
And I've walked into others where the people that were there actually knew about the device they were selling, but they also happened to be a smoke shop. You know, it's really a shop, because I've walked in strictly vape shops that I've turned around and walked out of because the people were not customer friendly. They were not educated and knowledgeable, and they were really off-putting. And that's the last thing you want for somebody that's coming in to buy vape gear that may be a smoker and looking to quit smoking. The last thing you want is them to come in and have that kind of experience. But you can't really control that. Like any other business, you're going to have bad seeds. The hope, though, is that there's enough of the good apples out there that the 1 or 2 bad apples doesn't ruin it for the rest.
Right. And it all depends on your area and stuff like that. And they're a big chain, which I give them that credit. But they didn't know a lot, but they actually got somebody in the community that was a true vapor behind the sales counter, which I loved after that. But because I didn't even know what testing juices was. And I go, be gentle, you know, because I didn't know how to test juices. I didn't know that, you know, you can put the little condom sleeve thing on it and take a vape, you know. I think it's gross now to vape on something that other people have vaped on, you know, without changing out a drip tip, because I get sick every time I go to a vape convention.
Also, do you realize how many people actually purge into the atomizers that you
I
then
didn't know what
suck?
purging was either.
Right?
Don't tell me. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it. I got
Right?
a convention coming up this weekend, you know, next weekend.
Just
That's why I just dripped the juice on the back of the knuckle and taste it that way. Call it
Well,
a day.
I don't get my tongue goes numb on those. I can't do that knuckle test. I can get a little sense of it, but then the vape isn't the same after I try it.
I walk around. I walk around with a couple of RDAs and I re-wick them all the time.
That's why I like to do a knuckle taste with at least 3 milligrams.
Yeah.
So that way, because I know nicotine will change the flavor.
You know what's good with beer at 4 a.m.?
Jack's.
A moose knuckle.
Damn you, Daniel. Damn it, Daniel. I don't have any Jack Links.
I was gonna say a maple glazed. Maple glazed donut.
I'm gonna have some more iced coffee though, even though I shouldn't
here we
have coffee
go.
at 4 a.m.
Damn you, Kimmy.
That's why you can't sleep.
Right?
Actually, I noticed. Does hot coffee make you tired? Because mine's reverse. Hot coffee makes me really tired, but iced coffee makes me like bounce off the walls.
Up until I discovered iced coffee, I drank hot coffee at all hours of the day, and it never I never felt like it wakes me up in the morning. So my excuse is, well, it doesn't wake me up in the morning, so why would it keep me up at night?
It keeps you energized.
Well, now I know how to sucker Kimmy every time now. This is going to be great.
What?
I fell in love with
you'll
Snickerdoodle. What was your guys' first vape, though, that when you went into a first-time vape shop? Did you like any of the flavors?
Mine was like, I think it was like some type of tobacco stuff, like RY4. My very first e-liquid was called Master Blend.
You mean
like
when
a tobacco vanilla something?
Yeah, I tried to get into a tobacco and stuff in the very beginning, and all of them tasted like a cigarette. You know, it tasted gross. You know,
the thing is, 7 or maybe actually almost 8 years ago, there wasn't any vape shops around, especially in my country. So I was buying pretty much everything from China, and the tobacco liquids at the time, not even Decangs. Decangs appeared like a year and a half after I started digging deep on this stuff, and tobacco flavored liquids at the time they tasted nothing more, nothing less than the water you drop the cigarettes in.
Yeah,
exactly. Fucking disgusting.
Very disgusting. I had rancid e-liquid when I first started vaping because the local shop had some tobaccos that I didn't realize the storing properties of storing your liquids. And they had all their liquids in the front window, like by the front window.
Wow.
And you could tell which ones were actually really steeped by the sun because it would go from light on one side all the way to dark. And I would always go for the darker ones because I was like, oh, I want the darker ones. And with those silica wicks, you would never get that brown stain out of them. Even with changing. I was like,
they just wanted to give it a little kiss from the sun. That's all.
It was so gross. I walked into that shop after finding out how to, what sun does. And I told them, I go, you need to move these to the back part of the shop because these are getting rancid. That's why they taste horrible. I mean, they had good flavor when you got to the end one that wasn't getting the sun. I'm like, I would love to find out what they had tasted like, in the beginning. But when I found a vape shop, Snickerdoodle was my kick. I love Snickerdoodle.
Yeah, I remember a Snickerdoodle I had that was good.
And it was like 15 mils. And then
it was Tiger's Blood. Tiger's Blood was another one that I had a lot of.
Yeah, that's like a popular UK. Like Tiger's Blood is like a popular UK liquid. It's red.
Yep.
Bright red.
Tiger's Blood, blue. Master Blend. Those are the things I started with.
I had Coffee Vape. Coffee Cafe by Refuge.
And a root beer one that I had.
I love root beer.
I like Wu-Tang analogy. So Wu-Tang wrote, I totally disagree. If you don't want vaping to be associated with smoking because of all those rules, then don't put them in the same shop. You don't sell bras in a butchery. Well, I'm sorry. There's just the bras in the butchery. I was I get where we get it, but right now we're still considered a tobacco.
And until we can sit there and get more people switched off, the more people we can save.
The thing with that whole analogy is that
save the tatas at the butcher shop.
Yep, save the tatas.
The thing with that whole analogy is that I would still be comfortable with sex toys being sold in the butcher shop.
No,
that's still kind of right. That still kind of works.
Hey, if there's chicken in that shop, you get salmonella going into another area you don't want.
No. Call it chicken crotch.
Would that be considered a baker's delight?
There you go.
That sounds like some stuff that Big Doc would freaking make.
Okay. He says, I was a meat cutter for 48 years. I like brawl in the meat room. I think you don't want the brawl in the meat room. You want to take off the brawl in the meat room.
The thing with smoke shops and vapor products, I do agree at some point. I do agree that smoke shops should be able to carry pod systems. Really nice and simple, basic, disposable, whatever pod system makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. More advanced stuff that you are probably gonna end up vaping 18 milligrams nicotine on an RDA, shit that you don't know, and they are not gonna teach you either. No,
exactly.
Advanced vaping gear I don't agree with, but basic pod systems, it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. Now, it was a very small shop. I mean, the shop was probably bigger than 2 of my rooms in my house. You know, it was just a walk in, get your stuff, get out. It wasn't like you could, like some of these lounge, vape lounges and stuff. It was just walk in, just like a little tiny grocery store. That
was a vape outlet.
Yeah, it was a little vape outlet. Yeah, just go in. You got to the left, you got your cigarettes and stuff, and then to the right, you had the vape side. And they kind of didn't, and they even had separate cash registers for each of the sides. It was nicely done, but that chain had a lot of money. So that company had a lot of money, being the big tobacco, industry. So I'm glad that they actually did want to introduce vaping to smokers. That's because I don't think I would have found the system that I would. I just give credit where it all started.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And talking about outlets, your outlets in the States are real outlets.
Yes.
Right? Like in Portugal, I think it was what?
You talking about the thing on the wall, Daniel, or are you talking about like a store?
Outlets, the big places with a lot of stuffs.
Okay, like Tanger outlets where you got like name brands.
Like
a lot of stores, actually, a lot of stores. Right, not like in Portugal. In Portugal, I remember like 5 years ago. We built this amazingly superior and huge outlet. It's the biggest outlet of Europe. Just that's shit compared to the outlets here in the US. You guys have everything in big and huge. Like Trump.
That's what she said.
Right?
Now I have a question. If Jay grabs you by the balls, who's the one that grabs you by the pussy?
Woo!
Kimmy?
I'm neither going to confirm nor deny. It's me.
Kimmy? Draw you in.
No, if I was to grab Daniel, I'd be grabbing him by that little chin hair right there.
I remember when Daniel didn't have any of it. It was just a little mustache.
Right?
Oh, I know.
But then again, every vape reviewer has to have beards, so it's like.
Hey, wait a minute!
They do? Oh shit! Hang on. Let me cut some hair and glue it to my face.
Here we go. I guess we're gonna have to take our hair and attach it to our face.
All right, every man vape reviewer.
Okay. Oh, so all the girls have to have boobs. I'm done. I'm in. I quit.
There you go.
It's better.
It's better to have them, but
right.
I don't think you want to see every woman's boobies that's a reviewer.
I don't know, maybe.
They come in all shapes and sizes.
That's why I'd want to see
Boobs are
everyone.
overrated.
Yeah,
I wish men could look at boobs like they see balls, you know, just dangly things.
No fucking way.
I do my reviews with my balls hanging out. I don't care.
There you go.
Let them air out a
They're
little
just
bit.
overrated.
Hey, I don't care. I go to the gym now.
Except for tonight, right?
Wait,
Only
no,
not
wait.
tonight.
Daniel hasn't experienced a Michigan winter yet to the fullest extent. I'm wanting to know how they hang and dangle after this cold weather's coming in.
Whoo!
You're gonna have ovaries soon.
I probably have to wear some pants.
Boy.
You might need 2 pairs, maybe 3 pairs of pants.
You're gonna need some wontons.
I bet you he's not wearing any pants right now.
Oh, he's wearing shorts, boxers, at least.
Yep.
I'd give him tidy whities right now.
No, he's more of a Speedo type of guy.
Yes.
He's like a man thong.
There you go. I got him on my website, Dan. You can get yourself a man thong. There you go.
The thing is,
my woman's favorite dripper.
The thing is, I've prepared myself for winter already. I did my own maintenance on the furnace downstairs, and on the furnace downstairs, I'm ready. I am ready. I never leave the house
think
anyways.
You're ready. You think
he's ready now till he's got to shovel like 2 feet of snow.
Daniel, did you get your car
house.
service? Did you get the car service to make sure it has antifreeze and everything? Make sure the windshield wipers is anti-freeze. You know,
I don't know about that, but
you need to have all that done. You need to make sure all that's done.
Don must know about that.
All you need to do is sit there and spray that liquid that's in there now on there, and it freezes up all over the windshield.
I want to see Daniel drive in the wintertime. He's got to go live when this happens. This is going to be funny.
But, Daniel, don't you guys get snow in Portugal during winter? Do you not get any snow at all? Or?
We do, but not meters and meters and meters of snow. No.
Over here, we call that feet. Feet and feet.
Call it feet.
Well, I still go by kilometers in meters. Funny
like
story.
The rest of the world.
Right, like the rest of the world. But funny story. Degrees Fahrenheit for me helped me a lot because it's such a wider range in comparison to Celsius. But going from the metric system to imperial, I have been trying really, really hard. And I even everywhere I go with GPS. Even if I already know how to get there, I go with GPS because there may be traffic and Siri is going to redirect me and save me from the traffic. The thing is, I've converted myself, like I've learned and I've placed in my head some basic conversions, and I convinced myself, let me start going by miles. So I changed the GPS, the phone, from kilometers to miles to imperial, from metric to imperial, and all of that. All of a sudden, I started missing the exits because when Siri tells, when the maps or the GPS tells in 1 mile, exit, whatever, you still associate in the back of your mind 1 kilometer. So you kind of guesstimate 1 kilometer, and then you miss the exit. Right? So I switched back to kilometers on my GPS. Thank you.
Just make sure that your GPS voice does not stutter. Nah. Just saying though, because it'll sit there and say, and then it'll say, rerouting.
But yeah, it's funny. Going from metric to imperial is super funny because it doesn't make sense.
This is nice,
right? It's like
nighttime.
You guys use
talk with Kimmy vapes and while I'm in bed and friends.
You guys still sell the same bottles. Like you guys still sell the same 1 liter bottles. Meanwhile, you sell that in ounces, right? So it's 300 and something whatever ounces. in metric is 1 liter.
64 ounces.
Right. In metric is 1 liter. Right. It's fucking basic. You need so many more numbers to provide the same quantity. It's
crazy.
It's crazy. But then the interesting thing about you guys using imperial system is that precision work, and when it comes down to precision, you guys still use the metric system. So it's like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
We like to confuse people. That's how we do it.
I used to always wonder when I was in school and we started to learn the metric system and stuff, and I always wondered as I got older, why, you know, because our founding fathers were men, why would they adopt a system of measurement that makes their penises sound shorter? Because you think
it makes their penises sound shorter, but boobs bigger.
Yeah.
What is it like? There's like, oh god, 2.5, like 2.5 centimeters in an inch. So you think guys would want to say that their member is twice as
my god,
millimeter Peters,
right? You got to use precision measurements.
I mean, if you go millimeters, I mean, you're like getting really big there. You're using big numbers.
But then there's a lot of weird things in Europe too. Like, it's like that, not everything is amazing with the metric system or how other countries work. Like, for instance, is in Europe, back like, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, we were measuring screens and TVs by centimeters, right? Because we use the metric system. Meanwhile, these days, we are measuring screens and displays by inches too. So it's like we have an adopted metric system, and all of a sudden we start measuring displays and screens and TVs by inches. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, at least over here you could turn your car back into kilometers instead of miles per hour. They give you that option.
Yeah, that's true. But that's probably because you are so close to Canada.
Is that what happens whenever you drive Dawn's car and you switch that shit to kilometers? She's like, God damn it, Daniel, switch my shit back to miles per hour.
No, I don't. No, I don't, because my phone for everything.
The Waze app is amazing.
Yeah.
Unless you're in an 80,000-pound vehicle, then it sucks.
Well, I just like the Waze app for like letting you know if there's accidents and stuff. And
that's what a lot of Uber drivers use, I noticed.
Well, it gives you the best routes. I mean, like Google Maps and everything don't tell you like if there's a traffic jam or if maybe there could have been like an accident or a deer hitting or deer sightings. And
no,
stuff like
Google Maps does that now too, but not as in real time as Apple Maps. Right. Apple Maps is like in real time. An incident happens, it's like right away.
Right.
It's like a hazard happened in 2 miles. You want to get a faster route, and you just tell yes.
I got a Garmin that does that.
Wow. I need to start using Apple Maps more.
Yeah, I
don't think I've even opened the app.
Even if I know how to get there, I always use the GPS with Apple Maps because I know that if there's traffic, if there's whatever, it's gonna reroute me the best way. Well,
that's what I use my Garmin.
And that's the Waze app. They were asking what app. For Android, Waze is really good.
Yeah.
I don't have Apple Maps.
Yeah, Waze does that too. Yep.
Just watch out going into Michigan. The last time, what was it, 2 years ago? We were up there, and all of the Google Maps and Waze and stuff were sending us in different directions. Oh, we were
was that 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, that wasn't the problem.
Something was going on with satellites or something.
Yes, it was.
It was sending us a different. I ended up on 8 Mile, and I was like.
It was 2 years ago. It was a really big solar wind that messed up with the satellite communications. It was an issue
at the convention time too, so that's what made it even worse.
It was worldwide that happened.
I'm phobic of driving and riding in cars. And I can remember when I first started driving, I wouldn't start driving until GPS became a thing. When GPS became widely available is when I finally got my driver's license. And speaking of the solar flare, it was not long after I got my driver's license and started driving, and I had to use a GPS because that was like my security blanket. Because what happens when you have a phobia or any kind of fear, you have panic attacks. And when you have a panic attack, you get very disoriented, and you can literally, this is no embellishment. I got lost going to work a block from my house. I was literally only 1 block away and had no idea where I was because I was in the midst of a panic attack. And what happened to me is a solar flare, and it knocked out the satellites for the GPS. And without my GPS, I was completely lost and went into a full-blown panic attack. So now that's always in the back of my head. Whenever I'm driving somewhere where I don't know, I'm always worried that there's going to be a solar flare and I'm not going to have my GPS.
Yeah, Speaking of which, Kimmy, how's that bumper?
Shut up, Josh.
But these days is not gonna that's not going to happen with the same impact no more, because these days they actually, I don't know if they took that situation as an example, but they've installed a lot more terrestrial satellite signals.
You also got offline maps uses too. You can do like, I know what, you got offline map where it saves it kind of ahead of time.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go through something like that.
Yeah, there's a lot more redundancies nowadays.
Look, Giancarlo's awake.
Holy shit, G. What's up, G?
What's up, G? Hello.
I could use me some phantom ravioli right now. That shit'll wake you up and wake up your damn taste buds.
Yeah. Tomato and basil.
I remember my first time trying that shit. I was in Oklahoma City at a vape shop with Richard Weston. And he's like, try this shit. I was like, all right. So I did. I was like, damn. It was good. Fucking Tostita pizza rolls. I can never remember. I'll never forget that flavor.
I didn't get that when I vaped it. I got a whole bunch of basil and tomato.
Really?
It was almost like, I don't know, my palate might be sensitive to tomato. It's the citrus, the acid or something in it. But all I tasted was tomato, like tomato paste and basil. It was very strong.
I ain't gonna lie, you probably could have got like heartburn from that shit.
Yeah.
It was good.
I sent mine to Doc and everything, and it was the first time I ever sit there and seen that man get up and go brush his teeth and everything after a vape.
Kimmy, have you ever tried it yet?
There was somebody that loved it. Like they really loved it. Yeah, Addie Tooney.
And I love you, Giancarlo, but and I did that live. I tested it live on and I was like, no, not for me. I've tried the strange stuff like surstromine and Vegemite challenge. And those I didn't cough or anything, but the basil to me was very strong. And it's
have you ever tried it yet, Kimmy?
I've tried it.
Where were you at when you tried it?
Where was I? I want to say it was either Detroit or Alabama. Somebody had it. Might have been Detroit. And I tried it, and that was nope. One vape, and I said nope. No more.
I remember when Grim Green or Daniel had Grim Green try it. That shit was funny.
And I had Dean the vaping biker trying it.
Yep. I remember that.
Yeah.
The only one I haven't had was it Coil Vapes' Wet Dreams. I have not tried that one yet.
What's that supposed to be?
I'll put it this way: what's that one guy? He reviewed it and he sat there and said it tasted like what was it? Like that skin disease. What's it? Eczema. It tasted like eczema.
Eczema. What the hell?
I was like, what the heck? He goes, it tastes like cheese, coffee. It's like a whole bunch of different flavor notes in it that it changes. but it's gross. Like Tommy gagged on his own show. He's like had a hawker coming out.
I'm not. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
It was really raunchy. I'm going. No. I have been pushing the trying challenges since I think I started vaping. I did the Fireball challenge with Fresh, where he did max PG at I think 12 Nick, and he made it was good. That was the whole thing. It tasted just like one of those atomic fireballs. I was like, you have something here. I love atomic fireballs. And did
you ever do any like ice one, like with like menthol or anything?
Pure menthol concentrate.
There you go.
There was no BG in it. It was just pure double menthol concentrate. And it took, put it this way, you cannot get it down here. I don't care how much you try. I'm a menthol vapor. And I could not get it down. It was so cold. It made you almost like curl it back up. It was like,
wow.
You couldn't catch your breath. It makes your lungs cold.
There you go.
Daniel, what are you playing with over there? What are you over there messing with?
And just preparing the review.
His Portuguese kickstand.
I'm preparing the review on the Y-Star Beethoven RTA.
See, Kimmy, you don't got him out of bed. Now he's going to start working. It's all your fault.
He's a Portuguese.
That's all I do.
Hey, that's why they call him the Portuguese Playboy.
Did they send you the Wolverine RDA too, or RTA? I know one's an RTA and one's an RDA.
The Wolverine is an RDA. The Beethoven is an RTA. Yep.
Yeah, fucking Beethoven.
Yeah, this should be arriving any day.
I don't know how I feel about that damn colored like plastic with the glass. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. I don't know. I mean, it's even like, even when the people were doing like the resin barrel for the RTAs and the acrylic, I just don't know that I want acrylic coming in contact, or resin, or whatever it's made of, coming in contact with my e-liquid. I don't know.
Well, it does when you vape on your damn drip tip if it's acrylic.
Well, yeah, but it being incorporated with your liquid for a long period of time.
You got to think, your liquid sits in your tank and gets much hotter than your drip tip. Your drip tip is not constantly sitting in e-liquid and not exposed to those high temperatures.
Right. But then, but if they also provide a glass tank, that's...
Yeah. If they provided glass, then I'm happy.
I was interested in getting the triple and everything that one day, and as soon as I seen that I had color glasses, I was like, oh, no, I'm not
chip
interested.
Off in your e-liquid.
Well, I didn't want anything floating around in there unless I put it in there. You know, me and Daniel used to sit there and make one of those little. We had fishies and stuff rolling around. I had a minion floating around in my liquid, and Daniel had little tiny fishies and stuff rolling around in his. It was the Crown 3. Or the crown 1. We were sitting there going like this, and it looked like one of those little games that used to play, like, you know, they had to press the buttons.
Oh, yeah. Like the one with the rings.
Yeah.
They shoot the rings up and catch them.
That's what we were doing with that. We were bored one night and I was sitting there. Look, I got a minion floating around in mine.
See, Kimmy, her Minikin V2 or Minikin works. Why doesn't yours, Kimmy?
Mine works fine.
The only thing I don't like about this is the touch screen, because once it chips.
Once I do this, I don't use it. Like I'm just like that. I don't.
It's no longer purple no more.
Yeah, I gotta buy a new one.
No, I love the texture of these, the feel of them. And that's the thing with Minikin needs to sit there and put on their site whether or not it's this type of texture, because I'm afraid of like ordering one and getting the real high gloss. I don't like really shiny like this. I don't like that being the whole mic, because it's a fingerprint magnet.
I got the Stabwood version of it.
All right. I gotta interrupt. Wu-Tang wants to start a discussion. What do you guys think is the most underrated RTA? In my opinion, the Keys Solomon 2 and the awesome single coil top airflow RTA with banging flavor.
I like the top airflow.
Yeah, I will agree with him. The Salomon. Yeah, the Salomon 2 is a really good RTA. It's kind of underrated. But also, I would add to that one The Lotus RTA.
Yep, that Lotus is.
It is incredible, and it's also underrated.
I just don't know about that drip tip it comes with though. I don't know.
The Lotus.
Yeah, that drip tip was weird.
The drip tip.
Write that
Yeah,
down.
I know, but
Right.
I mean, you guys seen the new one? The keys. What's it called? Vertigo. Where's the box?
Yeah, the new one that Tony B. Tony B help
right here
design that one? Yeah.
It's stacked.
The stacked. Yeah.
And that's
I
the
just
thing.
got it today.
I have that one here for so long, and I didn't even know that Tony B was behind it.
Yeah, they asked me about a month ago, and if I would review it because I've been reviewing the keys.
It doesn't even say anything on the package about Tony B.
It doesn't state anything about Tony B, but it said it was a Tony B product. I like it. But you have to make sure it's so small of a coil.
And then they like stop production of it too because something with the ceramic thing in the deck or whatever, and they had to switch it up or something.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure, but I noticed that it took a long time to get it.
Because I know a couple people that got it and they were told not to review it because they were making changes. And Tony B, I think he said in his video that they had redesigned the insulator piece that's on the inside.
Yeah. Dang it. Where's my box?
I'm wondering why nobody else has said anything about that damn Manta Sub-ohm tank. I think Timbers is the only one I've seen with a video up on it.
The Sub-ohm tank? I have the Manta RTA, but I don't think I have a Sub-ohm tank.
They got a Sub-ohm tank out now.
Huh. Yeah, I've got the RTA and stuff, but I don't think I have the Sub-ohm tank.
It's got a weird ass glass too at the bottom.
I really haven't found a Sub-ohm tank to disappoint me lately. Granted, I don't get everything come across my table, but
I like the Skynet one.
Yeah, everybody seems to like the Skynet one.
I'm not a big Sub-ohm tank user. Just I prefer dripping and using an RTA just because I like rebuilding and I don't like dealing with coil heads. But the coil heads that these companies are producing have been really good. I mean, I've been getting a lot of Sub-ohm tanks with all of my starter kits and stuff, and they all perform great. Like getting easily, I get 60 mils of, company type e-liquid, which we all know usually is pretty hard on the coils, and sometimes 100 mils. And I don't remember getting that much out of coils, a year or two ago.
Be lucky to get 30.
Yeah. So I think they've come a long way with their coil technology and being able to, actually making them last a decent while. And the flavor on the mesh coils. Yeah. The flavor on the mesh coils, that's what made me fall back. That's what made me really start using sub-ohm tanks again is the mesh coils.
Yeah. See, this was my first mesh coil, the Skynet. I didn't get any of the mesh pros and stuff like that. So I was like, what is everybody sitting there oohing and ahhing about these mesh coils and stuff? And I'm like, it's good, but I like building my own coil. I like knowing what's in my tank. And I've been even beta testing the glass, the mesh adapter. It still ain't there yet. They're having issues with finding the right mesh to go in it. It's like they sent this little sample thing, and it's like, okay, can we use all type of meshes? And they're finding out that it's not. The juice flow is not great in it, is what I think personally. Is because they put two little holes in it to get the juice up. And I'm like, you're going to need a lot more juice than two little holes getting up to the wicks of this device, because of why would you sit there? And nowadays it's kidney bean shaped for the juice to flow up. Why would you put two tiny little holes, especially on a mesh when it needs tons of juice? On an RTA, you need a lot of juice flow.
Since we're being honest here, I have to put this out there. I started vaping on sub-ohm tanks again, watching Kimmy Vapes vape on sub-ohm tanks. Thank you.
Have you guys heard?
Yeah, Snare One made a good point about e-liquid companies not going overly heavy on sweetener anymore and trying to make juice that won't kill coils. And I think that's true too, because a lot of reviewers now that review e-liquids, they point out in their reviews when a juice is a coil gunker, and I agree with that. There are a lot of companies pulling back on sweeteners and stuff.
I'm adapting a new style too to my reviews, to where I'm gonna be taking a snapshot inside my coil, looking downward at the coil, because a lot of the times you can't see what's in there, you know, unless you take it apart. Well, I got a microscope, a little webcam one, where it's right here, that I can actually look down inside. That's cool. Inside the coil. It actually magnifies. It actually has a light on it and everything, to where I'm going to be doing snapshots of 1 week into the juice, like a couple days into the juice, about a week into the juice, and seeing how that coil actually performs without having to take it out.
Look out, Daniel. Eat your heart out. Nikki B stepping one up on you.
Well, I've always been interested in technology of where you can sit there and do stuff. But I mean, if I could actually get this camera to work in here, I could actually show everybody what it actually looks like.
That would be nice.
Let me see.
Yeah, Wu-Tang, that's a good point too. The one downside of sub-ohm tanks for me has been the leaking. Like, not while I'm vaping it and using it, it's while it's sitting overnight, that the wicking keeps drawing in the e-liquid and oversaturates the coil, and the excess drips down the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
And then
damn, Daniel. Nikki B's upping you up, Daniel. Look at that.
Damn what?
Oh,
Jesus.
look. Now you gotta have to get a microscope.
Yeah. And
that's
then,
like super zoom.
Look. This is what coils look like after just a few days of a really high liquid. You know,
that's black.
Yeah, and these were just installed. Like, this was just installed.
You can see the damn sweat on the sidewall. What the?
Yeah, because I've been vaping on these. And then look, here's a coil that just an RDA. They don't get as gunky in an RDA as they do, and I think that's because they're, you know, I can look in.
Wow, that's crazy.
I think it's kind of neat. I mean, under $20 for this little device.
That's some next level Daniel shit.
Well, I hope Daniel takes that idea and runs with it. It'd be really cool.
I just like hearing Kimmy say Wu-Tang Clan. That's funny.
Do I say it weird or something? Do I say it funny?
You just need to be like, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. That's what you gotta say.
That's not me.
Oh, and you don't want to ever stick that on your skin. Your skin and your pores and everything. Oh, you don't even want to know what it looks like. It's actually used by... I watch a lot of makeup videos and stuff like that, and that's where I actually found that a lot of gurus were looking at their skin, of how, like, makeup sits on their skin. And I'm like, I wonder if you could use that to, you know, do coils and stuff. Look at coils and, you know, have like a little down view camera. And
don't tell Kimmy she's going to go buy one and start looking at her skin.
Oh, yeah, she probably would. You don't even want to look at moles and stuff under this. Moles have veins in them, and they're gross. It has like their own blood supply. I actually was looking at mine and stuff the other day, and I was like,
it was horrid.
It was horrid because I was sitting there showing it. I was like, look, it has veins in there. You can see blood moving through it and everything. It's crazy.
If it starts beating like it has its own heart, then you got a problem.
Yeah, I seen veins actually like just appear, you know, like on the top of your skin, and you can just see the blood flow. It's creepy.
Wow.
Kind of like,
I gotta get me one of them things now just to fuck with that.
Now he's going to just have to get one of those to look at his penis, you know.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Hey, what's that in there? Oh,
watch the blood flow.
All right, so let's see if we can pronounce Wu-Tang's real name correctly. He says his name is Roel, but it's Dutch and you can't pronounce it anyway.
Roel, like Joel.
Raul. Raul. That's what I was thinking.
Raul.
Raul. Raul. I don't know. Look at him laugh. I knew he'd get a good laugh out of that.
Oh.
Or is it
Have
L?
a good day at work, Giancarlo.
See you later, Jay.
Bye,
Oh,
G.
how is it pronounced? Cool with an R.
Cool with an R. Rule.
Cruel. Cruel.
How
Just
is
call him
hard?
Ja
The
Rule.
long O's are hard for me.
Just call him Ja Rule and you'll be good.
Ja Rule. Ja Rule.
Oh boy. Kimmy, if I don't get any sleep, I'm blaming you tonight, just so you know.
No, you can leave at any time. I am not responsible for you not sleeping. I will kick you. Can you kick people from Google Hangouts? I will kick you.
Yep.
Actually,
blaming this.
Don't kick me while I'm down. That's not right.
You can actually mute them and ignore them, and I think you being the host, you can actually just kick. But they can always come back unless you I don't know if you can lock a Google Hangout room.
No, you can't.
I'm pretty
I
sure
have
you
no
could.
idea.
Shush!
No, who you're going to have to deal with is Raven in the morning.
Yeah, right. I'm not gonna fucking shit. I'll be sleeping.
Don't you dare tell Raven that you couldn't go on his show because you was up late on my show. Don't you dare tell me.
Oh, thanks for the idea, kid. Thanks for the idea, Nikki. Now you can blame Nikki.
No, don't put me in that.
I'll just be like, Kimmy kept me up all freaking night. Damn.
I wish, Wu-Tang, I wish I had lost my vertigo.
She got mad about her damn ham radio and she said, fuck it.
We're doing it
So
live.
I can't look at the screen. I can't look at the Google Hangout screen because it's just fucking with me, all the flipping back and forth.
When did you, what did you guys hang out later afterwards? Because I had to leave and take care of shit. Did you guys hang out afterwards or did you all pretty much just leave?
We left.
Last night.
Yeah, we left. We stayed for a little bit, but we weren't talking. It was just me and Shayna in the room, and then I started losing internet connection. I was trying to finish editing a video.
Where the hell did Jason go? You should have sent him a fucking invite. I know his ass is up still.
No,
so you
I
could
think
be helping truck drivers all over the world. No, he had to go to work tonight. He had to go to work tonight.
Working.
Well, send him an invite.
I don't think he's subscribed to my channel.
Yeah, he is. He should be.
To send anybody a link, all you have to do is go up the top of the page, copy that link and the website address.
That's what I did, yeah.
Or I mean, just make it easy.
Google makes it so difficult to sit there. Oh, you need to send them an invite from your email list, but no, you don't. You just send them a link to the website address.
I'm going to make it easy for him. I'll just take the link that Kimmy gave me and send it to him.
No, because I'm not using Zoom. I'm using Google Hangouts, and it doesn't give you that option. I'm just going to have to freaking pay $15 a month for Zoom. I just didn't want to do that because I don't think I'm going to go live all that often. Like, I don't plan on staying up till 5 o'clock in the morning.
Don't fucking tease people, Kimmy. Don't do it. You're going to tease all these people.
You gotta realize, Kimmy, if you're going live at this time, not that many people are going live. I mean, I have a Zoom. Chuckin's got a Zoom. I mean, you could always sit there and say, "Hey, can you pop me up a Zoom?" And it's not that hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta do, give her a damn key, and she can do it herself.
Yep.
No, it's not. I mean, it's not that I. It's just I don't know.
Don't tease these people. I'm telling you. You're going to tease all these people, and they're just going to...
I don't want to be responsible for you and Daniel and Nikki and Steven and everybody not getting sleep.
She's going to blame everybody else now.
Hey, I'm not doing anything at sometimes 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, so hanging out with friends is, something that we like to do.
And I'm in Vegas anyway, so it's like 1:52 in the morning.
You lucky.
You lucky bastard.
Yeah, I know, right? Damn.
Dang. Ouch. Ouch.
4 o'clock in the damn morning right now.
He didn't save me. he would have saved me $1,000 if he would have been there when I was setting it all up and said, "Wait, don't do that. You're paying too much."
Yep.
Right?
There you go.
I told you about one.com. God damn it.
Yeah,
See, now I gotta get up and work. I gotta knock on my door already.
And Google and something else popped up.
It's too damn early for this shit.
You know, put a link to your Patreon and stuff, and people will pay.
Are we gonna witness Josh getting gang raped?
Do what?
Dun, dun, dun.
Why? I don't want to go into the.
Yeah, I'm doing San Antonio.
Why does that look like we're going to outer space and that's like Saturn or something? You know. With
So once I get unloaded here, I can move next door, right?
All he needs is a paper plate, and it looks like an eclipse.
Well, go over and not wake his ass up and tell him to get over there. We'll go over there and tell him to get over there. Wake him up.
Those lot lizards, man, they keep on coming up.
Then I could just stay where I'm at.
I love
go
that
wake
we're
his ass
subject to listen to Josh comment.
Huh? I don't care if he hits the truck. It means I get a new one. So whatever. You be doing me a favor.
Oh my god.
Works. Shit.
Hashtag no filter Josh.
Hell no.
Yeah, it's a guy lot lizard this time.
Should know this by now.
Thug life.
Thug in the house.
OG. What's up?
Crickets.
Yeah, see, Kimmy, use your Patreon to get a Zoom. You can sit there and have people sponsor your Zoom account.
I'll sponsor Kimmy if she wears my green John Deere green truck and vapes t-shirt.
Green.
I'll pay for it myself.
Yep, John Deere green wife beaters. Everybody in chat, get her to do that so she can go live more often because I'll sponsor her if she does.
Now you need Kimmy a black with a white truck and vapes, low cut.
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
Yeah, but with like all the strings in the back, just tighten it all together. That way she can do some back shots.
Not even. You could do the strings where you can make stringiness, like spaghetti straps. There you go.
I tried to cut up a shirt, Nikki, to do that, and I messed it up. It looked awful.
Actually,
I gotta learn how to do that.
Like those little strings and stuff. What you do is you cut little tiny strips about an inch apart, and then you stretch the material. That way, you just stretch it. You just cut it in slits to where you want it to end, and you just stretch it. Get a shirt about a size smaller than what you wear, because when
it probably didn't help that I was using crappy scissors, so like the cut
you need
was
to have
like
very
this.
sharp scissors. Very sharp scissors when you do this. Brand new scissors would be best. Actually, fabric scissors.
Fish out here. What the fuck?
Lot lizards are a must.
I'm actually on a shit mushroom farm, but yeah.
See, he's got
I would
mushrooms.
love to know who the person is behind Thug Life OG. I hate not being able to put a face with the name because he's so sweet.
Send you a picture.
He's always giving everybody love in the vaping community, and he's always so positive.
Hi. Nice to meet you, Thug Life.
Thug Life.
Yep.
I feel like throwing up a West Side sign.
Positivity. And...
So it's a positivity thug.
He's a great guy.
Well, maybe it's pronounced differently as Thug Life. Yeah.
How do you know he's a guy?
Well, if it's a girl.
It's true. That's why I said person first, and then I said guy.
What if he really means Thug Life and not Thug Life?
They are a great person. They're always really positive. I like that. I like positive people.
Yep.
That's why you hang out with me, Kimmy.
I don't know why I hang out with you, Josh.
That's because I'm addicting.
A dick.
Damn right.
Is that the ringing you hear? Since he's a dick, ting.
There you go.
I only keep.
I'm that dick you can't get enough of. What can I say? Just keep coming back for more.
Nah. I don't think so, Soundstream. No bulking on this
hit it once and quit it.
Hit it and quit it.
Kimmy's gonna bulk like Mark.
Mm-mm.
What a wuss.
My shirts cost more than the $2.50 shirt, Hanes shirts that Mark rips up.
Are you gonna bulk first, Kimmy? Is that what you're saying?
Bulk.
Bulk.
Nope.
If Kimmy bulked,
Hey,
you know how many people's jaws drop?
Hey. I tore the little wolf off the mod, okay? That's it.
I'm telling you, make it into a brooch. You know what I'm saying? Like get the little flippy thing in this.
Now, why would you abuse a mod like that, Kimmy? That's just wrong.
It's the feel.
I made it more beautiful. You
know, it would have been nicer if they would have did it like.
Are you trying to say you don't like dogs, Kimmy? Is that what you're trying to say?
Lay down with dogs. Get the police.
You need sleep. You need to go to bed.
Hell no! I got to start my day now. Thank you.
Okay. I'll send you a 10
Oh goodness.
What you want me to do with them? Rip them up.
Rip them up.
4 a.m. with Kimmy Vapes.
No, Kimmy needs a shirt that says V-neck that says Kimmy Vapes going up.
Truckin' Vape spaghetti strap shirt. That's what she needs.
Yeah, I was telling Josh, I don't want to do my name or anything on
Abby,
I want to do.
Your name is not Kimmy Vapes, okay? That's you're missing the other part, so it's technically not really your name. So you could still put Kimmy Vapes. Thank you. Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
She wants to have a positive outlook. She doesn't want people wearing her logo.
What is she trying? So is she trying to say that Kimmy Vapes is not positive? Like,
no, she wants to have a positive shirt that where everybody could wear it and not be like, "Who's Kimmy Vapes?" You know, they're going to think that she's that person's Kimmy Vapes. So she wants like how some people will put like their slogan. Like you have your You say a lot of things repetitively. Josh, what's that? Yeah. Like you sit there and say,
keep on trucking and keep on vaping.
Keep on vaping. Yeah. Here we go.
It is
what it is. Having a shirt that will sit there and have all those words like plastered on it, all in like one, and maybe have it say trucking vapes, but have all those little tiny words and sayings that you do would be more...
Here we go.
Here we go.
It is what it is.
Ha ha.
IDA.
Having that would be more like people would be staring at you more. I guess they would stare at her boobs more if you had it all across.
That's why I keep trying to get her a truckin' vape spaghetti strapped wife beater, and there you go.
But having all your words on the shirt and everything would get her more emphasize on her boobs.
Kid, it's 5 a.m. Oh my god.
It's all Kimmy's fault.
Yep. I'm about to
See you guys later.
I'm about to end this
Bye-bye.
stream. Night, Daniel.
Bye-bye.
Later, Daniel.
See you later, Wu-Tang. Thanks for keeping me company. And everybody's
gonna go to bed now that I'm fucking up. See, Kimmy?
Yeah.
I'm swearing.
I told you. You did not.
You ain't going to bed since I can't go to bed.
I'm going to bed.
Damn it!
I did not plan on being on here until I didn't plan on being on here till 5 in the morning. I thought I'm going to come on. Everybody's in bed. I'm going to stream for like an hour and then go away, and nobody will even know I went live.
You're grounded from bed.
I expect everybody to say, "Hey, what are you doing?" But I appreciated it. I really did. Thank you guys for coming on and popping my first group live stream cherry. That was great.
Anytime I can be a part of popping Kimmy's cherry, I'm good.
Yeah. Oh God! Now I'm never gonna hear it from Josh. That's what he's gonna say. Tomorrow, he'll be like, "I popped your cherry."
I'm gonna tell Raven tomorrow morning the reason why I'm not on your show is because I had to pop Kimmy's live cherry. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
You're right, Snare One. I'm not tired, but I am going to make myself go to sleep. I'm going to lay down and try to sleep for 5 hours.
I'm going to bomb the fuck out of her phone, so it'll be okay, Snare One. She'll be back down and on again.
I'm shutting it off.
Deep breaths right before you go to sleep and everything when you're laying down. In through the nose, exhale, and it'll relax your body.
Yep. I have ways of making myself go to sleep. All right, you guys, everybody watching, thank you so much for watching tonight. It's been really fun. Thank you, everybody on the panel, and I'll see you all later. Oh, wait, wait. Yeah, like I'm supposed to let everybody say goodbye, right? I've never done a panel before. All right, KBN, do you want to say anything?
I'm KBN. You can find me on all social media. Same name, KBN Productions. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere. But yeah, I do vape reviews and other types of videos. That's me.
Thank you, KBN. Nikki, go ahead.
I'm Vaping with Nikki B. You can find me on all social media as well as Vaping with Nikki B or Nicole Birch on Facebook. And Not Your Average Threads and Designs on Instagram if you need any heat press designs and everything. Or embroidery. So, thank you, Kimmy, for having us. It was awesome.
Well, thank you for coming. All right, Josh, you're last. Get it out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, if you don't live under a rock, you should know who I am already. Truckin' Vapes on YouTube, Truckin' Vapes on Instagram, Truckin_Vapes on Twitter. I have a Facebook group called Truckin's Vape Stop where I do giveaways and shit like that because you can't do them on YouTube. So thanks for watching. Thanks for having me too, Kimmy.
Thank you. All right, you guys. Good night.
Night.
Night.